For Bloomington residents Joni and J.C. Halls, a love for basketball predates the relationship, but not by much. Joni and J.C. met while students at Bloomington High School North. Both were athletes and both excelled at basketball.
We started dating when we were sophomores in high school, and actually the first date was a hayride.
From then on, we've been together. So I think we were 15 and a half years old because we didn't have our license yet.
For the Halls, that hayride was the start of something special. The couple went off to college together before marrying and starting a family. Eventually, the Halls family settled down in Bloomington. Over the years, J.C. turned his passion for basketball into a career as a coach and trainer.
My workouts aren't easy, and I kind of warn them that before they get started. They go an hour and a half, and they're all old school fundamentals is what I say.
But it was during the basketball season this past year that J.C. developed a bad cold that lingered for several weeks. Then sometime late in March, J.C. and Joni both noticed a knot on his neck.
It looks really odd and it shouldn't be there. Wonder what it is, and oh, it didn't hurt, is what he said.
So now we're in the first week or so of April, and I'm in the middle of my basketball, and I'm actually at a basketball tournament, and my medicine was still working, but I noticed that lump was bigger, and I thought, wow, this isn't just normal.
A few weeks later, as the lump grew bigger, J.C. sought the advice of Dr. J.R. Sarpa, an ear, nose, and throat physician with IU Health Southern Indiana Physicians.
His was a firm knot. So I just told him straight, I said, J.C., you know, that's been there a while, and it's this firm, something I don't like.
He said it could be cancer. He said, now the good thing is that it's curable. And so I just remember those two words, cancer, which obviously when you hear that is a little bit of shock, and the word curable. And I said immediately, all right, well, what do we need to do? Let's get after it.
A few days later in early May, while conducting a basketball workout with his kids, J.C. received a call from Dr. Sarpa, summoning J.C. and Joni to his office.
I'm going to go and see Dr. Sarpa probably this afternoon, Mom and I are, but everything's great. We're going to get it figured out, and it's not going to be a big deal. And, you know, just the look on their face, I thought, well, that really didn't trick them much.
I said, look, the needle aspiration's positive. You have a cancer, malignant cells. And Joni was upset, and JC was upset. I mean, we're talking about cancer. I told him what we're going to do is cross each bridge as we come to it, battle through this, and fight the cancer and win.
Though not totally unexpected, the diagnosis of cancer was still shocking for both J.C. and Joni.
It was a warp speed of 35, 40 years of your life, of being with your wife and your kids, and you go, wow.
You know, at that point, it was definitely shocking, but I think I knew that it was when I went in there, that was what he was going to say.
Later that same afternoon, Dr. Sarpa performed surgery on J.C. to remove his right tonsil, the primary site for J.C.'s cancer. Over the next few weeks, J.C. waited to make sure that the surgery had removed the cancer from the tonsil area. He and Joni also spent time with their family and offered reassurance to their children.
And all right, guys, here's what's going on. We're going to hit this thing full blast, like hitting it with a 2x4 upside the head and going after it. And we got great doctors. We got great people that, you know, and here's the plan of attack.
After confirmation came that surgery had taken care of the cancer around his right tonsil, there was still the lump in his neck to contend with. A team of physicians, including Dr. Sarpa, radiation oncologist Dr. David Lee, and medical oncologist Dr. David Joyce, recommended J.C. undergo radiation therapy as well as chemotherapy.
So what we wanted to do with the chemoradiation is to target the area where Dr. Sarpa did the surgery for the tonsil area, and also to shrink the nodes as much as possible. And studies show that if we did the radiation alone, it's not as effective as if we combine the chemotherapy with the radiation.
At the same time J.C. was receiving chemotherapy, he began 7 weeks of radiation therapy at IU Health Cancer Radiation Center in Bloomington, using a cutting-edge radiation technology called Rapid Arc to treat his cancer.
He'll probably say that we put him through hell, which is true at what we do, but we tell them, if you think you feel bad, imagine how the cancer's feeling. So it's not like we don't want to be nice to our patient, we just don't want to be nice to the cancer.
Overall, as the weeks went by, J.C. tolerated the treatment designed to rid his body of cancer. In early August, J.C. walked out of the Cancer Radiation Center after his final treatment, certain that he had made the right choice by choosing the team at IU Health Cancer Services and staying in Bloomington for his care.
We felt that there was no better place for us to go than right here in Bloomington, Indiana for the treatment. You got great doctors, you got great staffs, He got great technology.
During the treatments that demanded so much from his body, JC was able to keep up with most of his busy schedule.
Seeing those kids, being able to go through that and still be able to put the energy level that I needed to put into it and be able to do that, it took my mind off what was going on, and it kept me in this state of normal.
Today, with cancer treatment behind them, both JC and Joni reflect on the past few months.
The thing that was scary is that you can't control the cancer. I mean, obviously, I would not have written that chapter in my book. I'm going to have cancer when I'm 50 years old.
He's done extremely well, a lot better than what I actually thought. And he didn't lose his hair, what he has left. So.
After receiving encouraging words from his physicians and always one to look at the positive side of things, JC credits these last few difficult months with helping his family grow closer.
You're aware of those little snippets of time a lot more, and so I can say the last 7 weeks has been kind of neat. Those times together as a family have been a lot more, and it's a great reminder going forward.
And just like that hayride on a fall night many years ago, JC and Joni look forward to facing whatever the future brings together.